Hello, I like to share with you a really nice resource that if you don't already use it, I think you should. And it's basically for looking at the weather forecasts, and it includes the past data as well as the future data. So the one way I get there is using weather.gov, and I'm clicking in this URL area here of the webpage. So it's weather.gov, the WEATHER.gov. So it's a very simple web page here. Hit return, and it'll prompt you for the national page, the National Weather Service. And so when you get there, you'll have a page of the whole U.S., a map of the whole U.S. And I'd say I want to look at just Las Cruces. So I don't really care about what's going on over here, but let's focus in on Las Cruces. So what you first do is click on, put your mouse, you position your mouse right over where you think Las Cruces is. You can always adjust it later, so you just gotta guess and click, and it should come up with a page that has the El Paso National Weather Service office. And the first thing you'll see is that it says El Paso on top, and then it has some current information, and this may change. So when you go there, it'll probably be different. This top part mainly shows what's the most important thing for today. So for instance, tonight's forecast, if there's flash floods. And say I want to look at what's going to be the low temperature for tomorrow, and then what's the temperature going to be like at 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. And let's look at that. So first thing you'll do is you'll see that right below this top part, there's a map that shows the general area, and say, well, let's do it for Las Cruces. So then you'll click on Las Cruces with your mouse, give it a second, and then the next page should look like this. So on this top area is the current weather, and since we clicked on Las Cruces, it'll show you the current weather conditions at the Las Cruces airport. So it says it right here, current conditions at Las Cruces International Airport, and the ID is KLRU, and this area is reserved for the current air temperature, and then the current weather conditions are in this area right here. So in this section, you could also look at the past data. There's a section here called 3-day history, and it'll actually show the observations at the airport for the past 3 days. So if you want to know what the temperature was a couple hours ago, or this morning, or how much rain was measured at the airport, you could use that. If you click on that link, and look for the precipitation there. So okay, so go back to what we want to do is find the temperature 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. So you want to first find the area of Las Cruces that you want to do the forecast for. So you can zoom in this map. It's a Google map, so you can either use your mouse scroll button, or you can use the plus and minus in the map. You can do that, and then use your left mouse to reposition. Say I want to do NMSU. So let's find out what the forecast for 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. So you first want to click at the location on the map, so click there. So then the web page should update. Give it a second or so. And the next, it'll show the forecast update for the next few days for University Park, New Mexico. And okay, so that gives us the highs and lows, but it doesn't tell you what the temperatures are going to be at 7 and 8 a.m. The next, you want to go scroll down toward the bottom of this web page, go past the map, and go toward the bottom here. And there's this section here, this little graphic here that has like graphs in it. And it's called the hourly weather graph. Click on that and give your web browser a couple seconds. And this actually is the forecast at that location you clicked on the map. And when in our case we clicked on NMSU campus, and as you can see it on the top of the page, it says point forecast for University Park, New Mexico, and it gives you the latitude, it's here, and then it gives you the longitude of that point, and also the elevation in feet. And then below that is the forecast, this And every little dot here is the value at each hour in the future. So it's, remember, it's a forecast. And what's really nice about this, as you put your mouse over it, this section down here at the bottom of the page updates the actual numbers of the forecast. So right now it says Tuesday, August 26th at 7 p.m. and put it over the mouse over that, and then go to the next dot, and it'll say Tuesday, August 26th at 8 p.m. So each dot is the next hour. So then if I put my mouse over the next dot, it says 9 p.m., 10 p.m., etc., all the way to next few days. And this map, this can be updated not only for the next couple days, but you can go like today's Tuesday. You can look at the forecast all the way till Sunday. So there's multiple days you can hit, and then all you have to do, if say you wanted to know the temperatures 7 a.m. on Saturday, you find the appropriate hour here and then hit submit, and it'll recenter the graphs on Saturday morning. Okay, so let's go back to what we want to do is look at the temperature tomorrow, 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. So if you notice, the temperature is in this first block here, and the red trace here is the temperature, and this green trace is the dew point temperature. Since I want air temperature, we want to choose this red line. So here's the current time, and then notice that this gray shaded area is nighttime, and then the white is daytime. So we want to look at, here's 4 a.m., 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 7 a.m. So here's tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. The temperature will be 68 Fahrenheit, dew point 60, and the relative humidity at 72%. And if you move the mouse just a little bit and center it over 8 p.m., at 8 p.m. the temperature will be 71 Fahrenheit, dew point 59, and relative humidity at 66%. So this is one way to find out what the temperatures are for any given area in the forecast area, and you can actually show not only the temperatures and relative humidity, but you can also find the winds, the wind direction, the wind speed, and then the probability of what's the probability of rain and even thunder. So I hope you find this tool very useful. I know I do, and you could easily go here every day, and you can even bookmark it, so it'll update. You just bookmark this URL, and you can go back to it every day to find out what the temperatures are at any point in time for that location you initially chose. So hopefully this was useful for you.